got Cartoon Network programming tier list. Flex my reading skills. Close enough comprehensive list of cable programming. It shows aired by Cartoon Network USA. I'm hoping I've assembled enough shows to represent not just a network staple lineup, but also many distinct, forgotten, and / or endorsed media. Basically, do remember primarily watching on CNN or had a decent presence when Never Thunder. I'm excluding Hamburger and anime. Alright, so for the tiers, you got Ghost. These are like, I'm only putting like maybe 2 or 3 up here. This is like exclusive. It's like the elites in S, A, B, C, D, F, and then I haven't seen it. Alright, let's see. This picture kind of small. What does it say? Does that say 2 stupid dogs? Or what is that? I've never seen this in my life. I think this might be a fake show. This might not be a real show. I don't know, because who is this? It's 2 completely different dogs, and then this is the same dogs in a costume. I don't know, this is suspicious, bro. Then they got a chipmunk. It's not a dog. This might be AI. I don't know, bro. Putting that right here, bro. Never heard of that. Okay, 16. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta make another tier. I haven't watched a pup named Scooby-Doo. I feel like I remember, was this when they were all kids? Or was it just Scooby-Doo that was a kid? Pup named Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, yeah, I remember this. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I'll put it C tier. I'll put it C tier. I'll put it C tier or D. I'll put it C tier. Adventure Time. For now, I'm gonna just put Adventure Time in S. It might move up to Goats, but for now, I'm gonna just have it in S. I don't know. 3 shows already that are gonna be in the GOAT tier. I don't know if Adventure Time is gonna be like on the level of those 3 shows. I got 3 in my mind right now. We'll say when we get to them. I see one of them right there. But I don't know if Adventure Time. We'll see, bro. See how I'm feeling about the other shows I put in S. This right here. Is this Almost Naked Animals? Yeah, I never watched that. I heard of it though, so I'm not gonna put it in the last tier. Gumball. Okay. Man. Where's my cursor at? Yeah. I'll say Behind Gravity Falls, probably my favorite show growing up. Never missed. No bad episodes. Every episode was funny. You know, memorable. It looked good. It felt good. One of the greatest of all time. I would say Gumball is probably I'll say Steph Curry. I don't think it's crazy to say that. I think Gumball is the Steph Curry of Cartoon Network, bro. I think Gumball is Steph Curry. Adventure Time. Maybe like James Harden. Nah, maybe like Kawhi. I'm not gonna lie. This was like nearing when I was about to stop watching Cartoon Network. Apple and Onion. I do remember this though. Pretty sure this was like 5 episodes. It was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I put it in D tier. What is this? Atomic Bets. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these shows, I'm not 100% certain that they're real shows. See, like, what? Is it Atomic Betsy? Yeah, bro. This is not a real show. The third Game Boy Advance. It's no way this Atomic Betty. Oh, that might be why I spelled it wrong. And still, bro, I've never seen this in my life. It's like, bro, apparently it's got a Game Boy game. Barely any, like, I don't think a single one of these pictures is from the actual show. Maybe this one. The rest is just like fan art promotion. Like, this might be AI, bro. I'm be honest. They had DeviantArt as one of the top results, bro. This really might be AI. That might not be a real show that exists. There's a real possibility that this is not a real show. Between question marks. Baby Looney Tunes, I never watched that in my life. Did I? Nah, I don't think so. Batman Beyond. Alright, I think I go S, don't I? I'm gonna go S for now. I'm gonna see now. You know, I gotta see what other shows I end up putting where. It's not gonna move up, but it might move down. I think Adventure Time is definitely better, but I don't know. I mean, it was a cool show. Batman's not my favorite hero, but like, you know, he's alright. Is this Brave and the Bold or just regular? I think this is Brave and the Bold. Yeah, it's Brave and the Bold. I liked Brave and the Bold. It was funny. I think, if I remember correctly, it was funny. I put it top of A. I don't think it's as good as Beyond, but it was cool. Ben 10 is another one I was gonna put in GOAT. I knew right off rip I was putting it in GOAT. I think I like Gumball more than Ben 10, but Ben 10 might be LeBron. Ben 10 might be LeBron. Cause Ben 10, like they were always making a new Ben 10. I don't know, bro. Gumball, Steph Curry, Ben 10, LeBron, Adventure Time, Kawhi. Yeah, they got them all lined up. Alright, so Alien Force. I go S for Alien. No. I go S for Alien Force. It's not as good as the first one. Not as good as the original, but it was still good. Then Ultimate Alien, I would say A. Alien Force is a little bit more memorable than Ultimate Alien. I feel like Ultimate Alien, this kind of started to go down. Like they was already going down, but this drop was fair. This drop is like from 10 out of 10 to like 9.5 out of 10. This drop is like 9.5 to 7. But then, personally, I say they got it back with Omniverse. They got it back with Omniverse, bro. I'll put Omniverse in S tier. I'll even put Omniverse over Alien Force. I put Omniverse over Alien Force. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I like the Omniverse more. And then they dropped this. I don't even have to say too much. Just put it in F, bro. We know where that belongs. No. Just Ben 10. I think it was 2016. This was just a bad moment in American history. It was either 2016 or 2017. I don't remember. This was a dark moment in American history. I don't really have to say too much about that, bro. The Batman, yeah. I never liked how the characters looked in this one. I don't know. I don't even think I ever watched it for real. Just 'cause, like, look at Joker, bro. Look at that's not, bro. Who is that? If I didn't like how it looked, I was not gonna watch it. Like, I never watched. It's a Spider-Man cartoon. I gotta do one for Spider-Man cartoons one day. But it's I forget what it's called. It's a Spider-Man cartoon from like 2000, and it had like CG. That's like the only Spider-Man cartoon I never watched, just because of how it looked. It looked so trash. If it looks trash, I'm not watching it, bro. I don't care. If it doesn't look good, I'm not watching it. Camp Lazlo, I mean, go C tier. I'll go C tier. I don't know, bro. I wasn't watching Camp Lazlo, bro. I feel like this was a little bit before my time, though. I don't remember them playing this on Boomerang. They didn't like they would play like Dexter or Billy and Mandy on Boomerang. But Camp Lazlo did not have Boomerang clout, bro. They didn't have this on Boomerang, bro. Just no. I want to put it in D tier. Nah, it's not bad though. It's just like no one's gonna watch this. No one's gonna watch Camp Lazlo. Captain Planet, I never watched that. That's 90s, bro. It's too old. But that might even be 90s. That might be. Come on, when did that come out? That might be the 80s, bro. It basically is the 80s, bro. It says 1990, bro. That's crazy. I gotta stop saying bro. Yeah, I haven't watched that. What is this? Chop Sticky. Alright, this is another one that's just very obviously not real. What is that? Chop Saki something, bro. I'm not saying that. That's definitely like very obviously not a real show. Chowder. Okay. Chowder. Chowder was heat. I think I gotta put Chowder in S tier. Because Chowder was fire. It's definitely not GOAT tier. But Chowder was tough, bro. Chowder was tough. Chowder was really just like a slightly less funny version of Gumball. But like that don't make it bad. So Gumball was just like top of the top. It like if Gumball is Steph Curry, Chowder is Damian Lillard. Chowder is Damian Lillard. Like obviously not as good as Steph Curry, but still like elite. Clarence. Well, I might have to go a little bit faster. I'm not even halfway done. Clarence. What am I doing with Clarence? I feel like C tier. Clarence had its moments. I'll put it B tier actually. Clarence was cool at times, I guess. I'll put it C tier. I feel like Clarence is definitely better than Camp Lazlo. Bro, I feel like Clarence just wasn't funny, bro. I can't remember a time I laughed at a Clarence episode. Like Gumball always had me laughing. Gumball regular show, I was always laughing. But Clarence just wasn't funny, bro. Like Clarence was a show I'm only watching if nothing else is on. If nothing else is on, nothing is on Nickelodeon, nothing is on Disney, and Clarence is on Cartoon Network. It's like, alright, bro, fine, I'll watch it. Or I might not watch it. I might just watch ESPN instead. Or play video games. Alright, looks like we got another AI show. What is this? I can't even start to try and guess what that says. I can't see it. I can't see what that says, bro. I don't know what that is. Cloudy. I remember they dropped this. This was trash. This was trash. This is when they started falling off. I remember like late 2010s, or maybe mid 20s. I don't know. Like I was still young. Disney was still cool, but Cartoon Network, they started, like, they ended Gumball, they ended Adventure Time, they ended Regular Show, they ended all three of them, like around the same time. And then they started dropping stuff like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's when I knew they was cooked, bro. I like the movie. But this, bro, it just looks so. Hold on, bro. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Cartoon. It's like, bro. Look how ugly this looks, bro. Like, bro. Who's gonna watch this? Who is actually gonna sit down and watch this, bro? I like this version though. This was one of my favorite movies. This was cool. But this is trash. I never watched that. I heard of it though. Kids Next Door, I never watched that either. Heard of it though, obviously. Courage the Cowardly Dog, I'll never watch that, bro. I don't know why I would watch. Come on, bro. You know what? Anytime it came on Boomerang, never watched it. This is exactly why. Hold on, what was it called? Yeah, this right here, bro. I'm not watching this, bro. I'm 10 years old, bro. Maybe not even 10, maybe like 7 years old. Like, what do I look like watching this? I think the show ended before I was even born. So it was only on Boomerang. It was never on, like, the real Cartoon Network. It would be on Boomerang. And anytime it came on Boomerang, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm not watching that. I'm good. Cow and Chicken, I feel like I heard of that. I never watched it. Craig of the Creek. See, this came out when they was falling off, I feel like. I remember. Came out when it was falling off. I don't know. I never really watched this like that. I watched a few episodes. It's like I put it in the same tier as Clarence, bro. It's like I'm not watching it unless nothing else is on. If I got no other choice, I'll watch it. Other than that, I'm good. What does it say? The Cramp Twins? I never heard of this. What was this called? DC Superhero Girls? Something like that. Yeah, I never watched this. I heard of it though, so I'll put it right there. Dexter's was cool. It was just old. I'm not gonna lie. Any cartoon except from the 90s, except Rugrats and Spider-Man, is just like auto nerfed. It's just like auto nerfed. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like all the cartoons that came from the 90s was just slower, bruh. Like both these shows, it was like Gumball and Dexter's. Both these shows, the episodes was like 10 minutes long, but way more would happen in Gumball than Dexter's, bruh. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just way more stuff going on. You know. But it was still cool, bro. I'll put it A tier. How to Train Your Dragons. I remember they had a show. I never watched it. Never. I liked the movie though, but never watched it. Duck Dodgers. I never heard of that. Ed and Eddie. I mean, I'll put it same spot as Dexter's. I remember watching that on. I was watching it on HBO Max like a few months ago. It's pretty funny. For all I know, it's probably not even on HBO Max anymore. They just HBO Max. They just like to remove random stuff for no reason. I don't know why they do that. Literally, I was watching regular show. I feel like maybe like a month ago on HBO Max. You know, having a good time watching regular show. My heater just turned on. And like a few days ago, I go like, oh man, it's been a minute. I'm in the mood to watch some regular show. Go to HBO Max. It's not there. So I don't know what that is. What does it say? Evil Con Carne. Never watched that. Never heard of it. Foster's Home. It was cool, I guess. Actually, did I even watch this? Probably watched a few episodes. I'll put it. See, do I want to have these and all three of these in the same tier? I can't move it up though. I'll just keep it in B tier, bro. I'll keep it in B tier. The Garfield show. Garfield. I don't remember this being trash. I'm not gonna lie. Do I put it in F tier though? Yes. I used to hate Garfield just because of this. I haven't even seen. Like, they made a Garfield movie, I think. They made a Garfield movie. I did not see that, bro. I didn't even know that was. I thought that was Nickelodeon. I did not know that. Generator Rex. Underrated. I'll put it in A tier. Oh, I'll put it in A tier. Generator Rex should low-key, like, I don't know, should be talked about more, bro. I feel like people don't really talk about it, bro. It was pretty good. I think we're like halfway through. So yeah, finished strong. This looks like a perfect tier list so far. Wait, George Jungle. I don't know what that is. Green Lantern. What do I look like watching a Green Lantern show? Let's be serious. Billy and Mandy. I think that might be S tier. I liked Billy and Mandy so much on Boomerang. I remember I had like a tiny little laptop as a kid. I remember I watched like the whole show from the first episode to the last episode on Kiss Cartoon. I watched the whole show. I don't know. It was on Kiss. I don't even know if Kiss Cartoon still exists. That was a long time ago. I think it's only one other show that I'm putting in that top tier. But Billy and Mandy, like, if I was ordering this, I would put it at the top of S. I might order it at the end. I might order the tier list at the end. We'll see. Okay. Grim Evil. I don't know what that is. He-Man. I never watched that. Came out in like the 70s. Is this? Oh, what's it called? Poofy Amiyumi. Never watched the episode in my life. I heard of it though. I Am Weasel. Never heard of it. Infinity Train. I'm gonna be honest. I watched like the first season. Maybe not even the whole first season. Probably like a few episodes of the first season. And yeah, it was aight. It was aight. Johnny Bravo was aight. Actually, I feel like it's disrespectful for me to put it in B tier though. Do I put it in A tier? We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna reorder the tier list at the end. Johnny Bravo was cool. It was definitely better than Clarence. But also, I don't know if I could put it A tier. I don't know if I could put it A tier. It wasn't good. It wasn't good as any of these shows. It wasn't good as any of these shows. But I feel like it's better than all of these shows. Except maybe Foster's Home. Like it would be like in the middle, perfectly in the middle. It's hard. We'll see. We'll see. I'll come back at the end. Johnny Test S tier. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know. No. But in my opinion, Johnny Test was one of the best shows they had. I feel like I don't understand. Maybe it's just because I was young. Maybe I don't know. But I remember like growing up, I loved Johnny Test, bro. Show was fire. It was funny. It was always something happening. I think that's why I liked it so much, bro. It's like the opposite of these old shows, like Dexter's Laboratory, bro. It's always something going on. It's always like sound effects. It's always noises. It's always jokes. It's always colors on the screen, bro. Justice League, never watched. Heard it was good though. Justice League, again, it's supposed to be different. I never watched that either. Justice League Action. I remember. I think I watched like one episode of this. It looks ugly though. It looks ugly. I'm putting it in D tier. Crypto. What do I look like watching Crypto the Super Dog? I never heard of it either, so I'm gonna put it down here. What does this say? League of Super Evil. Never heard of it. Juniper Lee. I've heard of this. I never watched it though. So yeah. What else? We got. That says Royals. Shout out to Lord. I don't know. Never watched it. Never heard of it either. Where did it go? It's right there. Never watched it. Looney Tunes show. I watched like the first 13 episodes on HBO Max. It was low-key pretty cool. If I watched it growing up, I probably would put it S tier, but I didn't, so I'm gonna just put it in A. It's funny though. It's funny. Mad. Never watched it. I don't even know what. I don't know. It's just like the main character. I always see this character everywhere, but I never I don't know. I never watched this. What does it say? Mau Mau. I feel like I heard of that. I never watched it. Flapjack. I feel like Flapjack is like the net spin of cartoons. You know, you either like it or you don't. I don't know. Maybe everyone likes it and maybe everyone hates it. Obviously, I'm not that tapped in. If I didn't know people didn't like Johnny Test, I guess I'm not that tapped in. Me personally, I mean, it was alright. I put it A tier. Oh, Mega's XLR. I never watched that. I heard of it though. Mighty Magiswords. I'm gonna put this F tier. The creator of this got exposed. Let's just say that for some stuff. But even before I knew about that, like, I don't know. Anytime this came on, the TV was going off. This was really like real deal. This was one of the worst cartoons I ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. I only watched a few episodes, but this, I don't know, bro. It had like everything. It had everything wrong. Like, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. It was ugly. I don't know. Like I was not watching this, bro. That might be the worst show or at least that they had. I don't know what they got now. Hey, that looks like it says Mike Lube. I don't know what that says. It looks like another AI show. We're gonna put that in question marks. Mixels. I remember this. This was trash too. It's like fake Legos. I remember this used to come on. I used to get mad. I don't know. This is like, it's no way people were really watching Mixels. So it's like, how is it on my TV if no one is watching it? I don't know. Like I vividly remember Mixels coming on the screen and just getting mad. It's just like, why is this on my screen? I don't know. The Moxie Show, never heard of it. Mucha Lucha, never watched it. My gym partner's a monkey, never watched it. Ninjago was tough. I mean, it's definitely at least A tier. No, it's definitely at least A tier. Isn't Ninjago? Hold on. I gotta check this. Oh, it just ended a couple years ago. 2011 to 2022. That's crazy. It lasted that long, bro. So yeah, I definitely did not see all of it. It lasted 11 years. I was not watching Ninjago in 2022. But where did it go? Yeah, the parts I seen, it was definitely at least A tier. Matter of fact, I'll put it S tier. It's really a classic. My favorite ninja was Cole. Cole was my favorite, and I liked. You know who I liked? Hold on. I liked Zane, but only Zane Ninjago. Hold on. I like this. Wait, am I tripping? Or wasn't? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah, I like this Zane. I didn't like him when he was like normal. I feel like I'm misremembering something. I don't know. Oh, it's been a minute, bro. It's a S tier show though. I can't put it in GOATs. Mostly because I didn't see the whole show. I feel like it lasted too long. Like they could have wrapped it up. And they dropped that movie too. I never even saw that movie. I remember they dropped that movie. I didn't even want to go see it, bro. I just was not feeling like that, bro. I was not like a movie. If they're gonna drop a movie, when did that movie come out? It came out in 2017. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna make a movie for a show, and this is like an anime or something, the movie should be like the end of the show. Like the show should have ended after this movie should have been the end of the show. How do you drop a movie and then keep making the show for 5 more years? Okay, KO, I remember this. I think I'll just put it B tier. It was cool. Nothing crazy. It was cool. Over the Garden Wall. I never watched it, honestly. I thought it was scary. I don't know if it was, but just looking at like the way it looked scary, so I was just good off it. What does this say? Ozzy and something. Ozzy is, I never heard of this. Powerpuff Girls, alright. Which one is, okay, so this is the old one, this is the new one. The old one, I think I'll put in, do I put in S tier or A tier? Put in A tier. Put the old one in A tier. Actually, if I put this in S tier, I gotta, we'll figure out, actually, I'm so indecisive. Because it was action, but it was funny too. I think I'll leave it in A. Because I don't know if it was better than, like, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Or Ed and Eddie. But then the second one they made, I'll put that in D. Actually, I'll put it in F. It was trash. They made this one and Ben 10, the Ben 10 reboot at like the same time. No, it was trash. Problem Solvers, again, this is another show. Even though I never watched it, I'm gonna put it in F just because of simply how ugly it looked. Again, I've said this probably about 5 times. You know, if it looked ugly, I'm not watching it. Yo, it's got a 2 out of 10. It was that trash. Maybe it's just people like me not watching it. It's like, bro, why would you make a show look like this, bro? I don't get it. Like the main character is literally like a turd, bro. The main character's a turd, bro. Like, bro, you gotta be trolling, bro. How does a show like this last 3 years, bro? I don't get that at all. Like, bro, it's no world where I'm about to sit down and watch this show, bro. There's no world where I'm about to watch this, bro. I don't care. I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's not, bro. I'm not watching a show that looks like that. Gumball, Steph Curry, Ben 10, LeBron, regular show, KD. I mean, they were just like the 3 best to do it, bro. No one was doing it better at the time, bro. I feel like Adventure Time could be in those talks. But I don't know if I want to. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I have to think about it. But these 3, I mean, they never missed. They never missed, bro. They never missed. Just like, I don't know. Ben 10, we're not gonna count the new Ben 10. We're not gonna count that against him. That's like, that don't even count, bro. I don't know what that was, bro. I think they were trolling. They're probably just, you know, in the stew trolling, bro. Just dropping anything. Testing the waters. Regular show, you know, all-time great. Maybe the best ever. Do it. Definitely has that claim. Never missed on an episode. You know, I liked how the characters looked. Probably holds up the best out of any of these, honestly. Like, if I was to watch any of these shows today, it would probably be either regular show Gumball, or maybe one of the Batmans, or Ed and Eddie. I don't know. It was just a classic. What was that noise? Alright, so we got another. Okay, Robot Boy. I mean, that's just a terrible name for a cartoon. Robot Boy. That's just like, from a naming perspective, I don't think it could get worse than that. That don't even make sense. It looks like it's about a robot and a boy. Like you'd think they'd call it Robot and Boy, Boy and Robot. Just Robot Boy. Never heard of it. Let me not waste time on it. What does this say? Robotomy. I'm sure that's a real cartoon, bro. I never heard that in my life. Samurai Jack, I'll put S tier. The first Samurai Jack I watched was when they brought it to Adult Swim. Not brought it, like they made a new season for Adult Swim. I did not watch it before that. I remember I watched it on Adult Swim, and like this summer, not this, I guess last summer, I was like, man, they got this on HBO Max, I might as well watch the older stuff, the older episodes. Cause I only got seen the Adult Swim stuff, the Adult Swim episodes. I hadn't seen the old ones. So I'm like, I might as well watch it. I watched probably half the first season, maybe 10 episodes of the first season. And yeah, it was hard. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no. I remember the first 3 episodes were not the first 3 episodes. I think specifically episode 2 and 3 were trash. I'm remembering better. I'm remembering better. The first few episodes were actually trash. It's another thing with old cartoons, bro. They would just go a whole 3 minutes without talking in this show. In the first few episodes. I don't know if they do that in the later episodes too, but that was so annoying, bro. They would just go 3-4 minutes straight, not a single word. He's just doing stuff, bro. I know if I was a kid watching this, I would have hated it. Bro, I almost hated it right now. Bro, he was just not talking, bro. Just running around and doing stuff, bro. I had to remember what I watched, bro. It had some trash episodes. It had some trash episodes. I think I still put it S tier though. I don't know. I think I might move it down. We'll see, bro. I'll come back to it. Still got a lot to go. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Mystery Incorporated, that's S tier. Mystery Incorporated was tough. Specifically the first season. I think it had 2 seasons. The first one was better, but the second one was cool too, It was a cool show. I remember I watched this whole show in 2 days as a kid. On Netflix, just binging it. It's tough. Good show. Not too much to say. I mean, good mystery. Good mystery. It was funny. The story was good too. Just like fire, bro. Semi super normal fort. I don't know what that is, bro. Can't even read it. Secret Saturn. Alright, bro. Sheep in the Big City. I heard of that. I never watched it. Skunk. Come on, bro. Sonic Boom was tough. I put it A tier. I didn't like Sonic Boom at first. When I first seen it. I don't know. I thought it was boring, and then I saw it on Boomerang. It was low-key funny. I'm trying to think what episode I saw. It made me start actually liking it. I don't remember. It just, I don't know. Maybe it started off bad, but it, as it went on, it got better. Because I remember I did not like it at first. But yeah, it was cool. I almost want to put it S tier. But nah, I'm not gonna put it S tier. Okay, Space Ghost One and Done. What does that say? I don't know. Squirrel Boy, never seen it. Star Wars, I never seen this Clone Wars. I actually never seen either of the Clone Wars. Never seen either of them. This one, I think I watched a couple episodes, but I feel like this is one of those shows that's like, gotta watch the whole thing to judge it. It's more about like the story. It's not like Ed and Eddie, where you could watch a few episodes and you kind of get the point. It's like you gotta watch the whole thing. It's like Star Wars. It's like the story. Yeah, never. Let me not put it in. Let me put it in haven't watched instead of the question mark, because obviously I heard of it. Static Shock, never watched. Steven Universe, I want to go C tier. I feel like. Yeah, I'm gonna go C tier for Steven Universe. I don't know. Steven Universe was another one of those shows that I was only watching if nothing else was on. But it's in the same boat with Clarence, for real. Like, I'm not watching either of these shows unless it's nothing else for me to watch on any other channel. Like, if it's nothing on Disney, if it's nothing on Nickelodeon, nothing on Disney XD, nothing on Nicktoons, nothing on Boomerang, nothing on ESPN playing Around the Horn. I'm not watching that. So, alright, I don't have a choice but to watch Steven Universe or Clarence. That's the only time that Steven Universe is getting turned on. Or Clarence is getting turned on. Honestly. That's what, I'm gonna just pre-fire and move Clarence down. Am I? Well, I'll come back to it. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Yeah. Start Bionics. I don't know what that is. Summer Camp Island. I remember this. This was trash. F tier. Actually, I'll put it D tier. I don't know. Sunday Pants. I don't know what that is, bro. Some of these are definitely not real, bro. Like, you can't convince me every show here actually existed, bro. Some of these are fake. SWAT Cats, like, that's not real. Symbionic Titan, I heard of that, I never watched it. Teen Titans Go, okay. I don't know if this is a hot take. Where do I put Teen Titans? I think I'll put it B tier. I feel like it was too hit or miss, personally. I think Teen Titans Go is still going on, isn't it? Come on, it's crazy. Yeah, alright, bro. Plug it up. Plug up my laptop. We almost done anyway. Yeah. Oh, they was on the Jetsons? What the? Yeah. 2013 to now. That's a whole 12 years. That's even longer than Ninjago. That's crazy. That's crazy that it's still going to this day. I feel like Teen Titans Go was just like hit or miss. Like, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad, sometimes it was funny, sometimes it wasn't. The consistency wasn't there. Teen Titans Go was like I'm trying to think. There's an NBA player that's not like consistently good, like doesn't show up in the playoffs. Maybe like DeMar DeRozan. Teen Titans Go is like the DeMar DeRozan of a Cartoon Network, shows up sometimes doesn't show up when they need to. Yeah. But when it was good, it was like very good. But when it was bad, it was just like, get this off my TV. But I still, like, I put it over Steven Universe. I put it over Clarence too, for sure. I'm gonna move it to A, bro. I'm gonna move it to A. I'll move it to A, bro. It's a class. Oh, I forgot about the original Teen Titans. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm putting that in goats. I thought these were gonna be the only three. I gotta put Teen Titans, the first Teen Titans in goats though. I forgot how good that was. I don't even have much to say. It's not too much you can say. It's like it's like Teen Titans is like the only DC characters I like mess with heavy, besides like Batman. Other than that, I don't really care about DC. So this show right here, bro, it's a classic for real, bro. Classic. I would say if I would rank, I don't think I'm putting anything else in GOAT. But if I rank these four personally, I'd say Gumball, then regular show, then Teen Titans, then Ben 10. Yeah, it's like the Mount Rushmore. Maybe not the Mount Rushmore, but it's like the top four, I guess. Yeah. Thundercats, I never watched that, bro. This came out in like the 50s. Never watched it. Tig and Seek, another AI show that did not exist. What does that say? Tame Squad? Never watched it. Never heard of it. Total Drama Island. Total Drama Island is almost GOAT tier. The only reason I'm not gonna put it in GOAT tier is because like these shows had like a bunch of seasons. They were all good. Total Drama Island, like the first season is really good. And like I'm pretty sure they all had different names actually. Like all the seasons had different names, if I remember correctly. I think all the seasons just had different names. So yeah, I guess Total Drama Island specifically. Nah, I still can't put it in GOAT, bro. Can't put it in GOAT. Can I? Yo, the only thing is it's just one season, bro. That's the only thing stopping me. But I want to. I'll come back to it. I'll come back. I don't know if I can. I have to think about it, bro. Let me finish the rest of the tier list first. Okay, Redonkulous Race. I do not. Was this a movie? I don't remember watching that. Total Drama Rama was trash. Just when they made them babies, bro. They had them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This had to be for like little kids, bro. I was not, you know. That was a bit much or a bit little. I don't know. For me at the time, I was not gonna watch that. Totally Spies. I never watched that. I heard about it though. Transformers. Can't see what Transformers. The only Transformers cartoon I watched was Transformers Prime. I don't think that's Prime. I can't tell. I'm gonna just put it haven't watched just in case. Uncle Grandpa was dirt. Uncle Grandpa was dirt. We don't put it in D tier though. It had its moments. So put it in D tier. It was dirt though. Don't get it twisted. It was trash. Unikitty. I never watched this. What the? I feel like I remember seeing it like on TV before, but I never sat down and watched that. Victor and Valentino, never watched that. Villainous, never watched that. We Bare Bears. I gotta put it in A tier, right? Yeah, I have to. It didn't really make a lot. Is that show still going? This stopped in 2019. Huh. Yeah, it was cool though. It was cool. I feel like it didn't really make a lasting impact like these shows, especially these shows. It didn't really make a lasting impact like that, for real. So I'm gonna just leave it in A tier. What a cartoon. I'm sure that's real cartoon. Never heard of it. I just see Robot Jones, never heard of it. What's New Scooby-Doo? I'll put that in S tier. Where did it go? I lost it. Where did it go? It's right here. Put that in S tier. I don't think it was good as Mr. Incorporated, but it's like, they're like 1A and 1B. And when I say 1A and 1B, it's because I'm pretty sure these two are the only Scooby-Doo shows I actually watched. Like, I saw a few episodes of this, but I wasn't like sitting down and watching this. But these two I actually watched probably from start to finish. So they're like 1A, 1B, and then there is no 2. There's no 2. Because I didn't really watch any of the other ones. Watch some of the movies, that's it. Okay, Shaolin, never watched that. Heard of it though. Young Justice. Ooh, I gotta talk about this one, bro. I think I put it in A tier. I remember I watched the first season of Young Justice, and I loved it. I probably watched it like the whole season in like a day and a half. I remember it was on Netflix. I just sat in the living room, watched the entire first season in like a day and a half. Like, just complete straight binged it, you know. Then I remember when I was about to start the second season, I seen new characters, and I just instantly turned it off, bro. I was not about to watch that. I didn't even get to like hear them out. I didn't even give them a chance to hook me, bro. I did not give them a chance to hook me with season 2, bro. I don't know if the characters from season 1 showed up later. All I remember is like at the start of season 2, it was different characters, and I didn't even give it a chance. I was done. After that. I'm still putting an A because I'm not gonna lie. If it were just off season 1, it would be up here, but maybe even up here. But because season 2 they did that, I think they did like a time skip. And I was just like, I was good off that, bro. I was not trying to watch new characters. I wanted to watch the old characters, bro. I wanted to watch the season 1 character. You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure the season 1 characters were still in season 2. I didn't even give it a chance to. I didn't give them a chance to show up though. I turned it off after like the first scene. It's crazy, but yeah, to this day I haven't. Like, I know they came back and made more seasons. I haven't watched any of them. So yeah, that's tough. Annoying Orange. I didn't even know this was like. I thought it was just on YouTube, bro. Never watched it. Hero 108. Never heard of it. What does that say? Is that Thundercats? Never heard of it. I think this is 90s Batman. I never watched it. I think this is 90s Superman. Never watched it. What does that say? Salt? Yeah, alright, bro. Never heard of it. We Baby Bears. I didn't even know they made that. I remember they used to have like episodes where they were babies. I didn't know they made it to a whole show though. That's crazy. Jellystone. Never heard of it. Fungies. Never heard of it. And then Steven Universe Future. Isn't that like a movie? I don't think I ever watched that. And now, what we're gonna do, now that we finished the actual tier list, what we're gonna do is put it in order. Now, for this, these could really be actually, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move Total Drama Island up. Or do I move it? No, I want this to be like the top 5. I might have to just keep Total Drama and Adventure Time in S tier. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't want to move Adventure Time up and then leave Total Drama Island in S tier. And I don't want to do the vice versa either. I don't know what to do there. That's tough. Total Drama and Adventure Time are really neck and neck. Even there is fine. Okay, if I'm ranking these, I say Gumball 1, Regular Show 2, I say Teen Titans 3, and then Ben 10 4. That's probably how I'll put it. Okay, here I say Total Drama. These are really like 1A and 1B though. These are really like 1A and 1B. Honestly, like I don't think one is better than the other. It can go either way. I'll have Adventure Time at the top as, then Total Drama. Okay, I feel like I should start from the end. I say Mystery Incorporated is better than What's New Scooby-Doo. Better than Ninjago. It's better than Johnny Test. It's better than Billy and Mandy. It's not better than Chowder. Okay, so now let's get back to the beginning. What's New Scooby-Doo? It's better than Ninjago. I don't think it's better than Johnny Test. Johnny Test, I feel like this is fine. Chowder, I don't think Chowder is better than Omniverse, but I think Omniverse, I would put it over Alien Force and Batman Beyond. And then give me Alien Force over Batman Beyond. And then Loki, give me Chowder over Batman Beyond. Give me Mr. Incorporated over Batman Beyond. I'm not gonna lie. Loki, give me Billy and Mandy. And give me Johnny Test. It's good right there. A tier. This is the longest tier. Young Justice. Better than We Bare Bears. Better than Teen Titans Go. Better than Sonic Boom. Better than Samurai Jack. Better than better than Powerpuff Girls. Better than Flapjack. Better. I'll probably leave it right there. We Bare Bears, I think it's fine where it's at. Teen Titans Go, I'll put it over Sonic Boom. Put it over Samurai Jack. I'm not putting it over Powerpuff Girls though. Put Sonic Boom over Samurai Jack just because the old episodes, like, too much silence, too much time where nothing's happening, bro. I don't know how kids back then was watching cartoons like this, where it's like just 4 minutes of silence, bro. That was crazy. What I was watching on HBO Max, bro. Like I couldn't believe it, bro. It was really crazy. Okay, that's fine. Powerpuff Girls, Flapjack. Move this up. Move this. Nah, keep that like that. 18, keep that like that. Switch this. Nah, actually don't do that. Don't switch that. Go back. Move that up. And move that up. We'll move this back a little. Probably just right here. Move this. This might fall a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. Brave and the Bold was cool, but it's gonna fall. I'll put it right behind Teen Titans Go. Okay, that's perfect. B tier. What's the best in B tier? Johnny Bravo for sure. Then Foster's. Then Clarence. Then, I mean, these four can just be in any order. I don't really care. Steven Universe is probably the best out of these three. Then I would put that like that. And then for here, when you get here, I don't even think it matters at this point. I feel like Uncle Grandpa at the top, Mixels at the bottom for sure. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm moving it to F. Summer Camp Island. Just keep that like that. Keep that like that. Actually, move that up. Matter of fact, this wasn't even that bad. I'll put it to C. And here, what's the best of the worst? Best of the worst, probably Mixels. You know, I did not like that at all. Ben 10 probably second. Matter of fact, Ben 10 first, then Mixels, then Garfield, and move this back here. Keep that there. Alright. Whew. That might be the longest tier list I've ever had to do. I'm be honest. That was a lot. But yeah. So, Gumball regular show, Teen Titans, Ben 10 as Goats, Adventure Time, Total Drama Island, Omniverse, Alien Force, Chowder, Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated, Billy and Mandy, Johnny Test, Batman Beyond, What's New Scooby-Doo, Ninjago, and S, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Dexter's Lab, Ultimate Alien, Young Justice, Generator Rex, Looney Tunes, Powerpuff Girls, Flapjack, Teen Titans Go, Batman, Brave and the Bold, Sonic Boom, Samurai Jack, We Bear Bears, and A, Johnny Bravo, Foster's, Clarence, Craig of the Creek, Infinity Train, OKKO, and B, Steven Universe, Pup named Scooby-Doo, Camp Lazlo, Apple and Onion and C, Uncle Grandpa, Justice League Action, Summer Camp Island and D, and then Ben 10, Mixel's graphic Garfield show, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Powerpuff Girls, Problem Solvers, Mighty Magic Swords, and Total Dramarama and Neff. Yeah.